everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you are coming back, if you're one of the few people that have seen any of my videos, and welcome if you're new here. I appreciate you stopping in. This is the second attempt at a whip and chat for me today. I actually thought I was recording one earlier, and yeah, I wasn't recording. I just talked to myself for a decent amount of time there. But I thought I'd give it another shot. I'm still over here working before I leave the house, so I had some time and I figured I would give it another shot and hit the record button. But I have some exciting news. Oh my God. So I don't know if anyone's watched Lisette's Craft and Tell, and she's like my favorite diamond painting YouTube channel. I literally, on my TV, went to like the oldest video she posted and just worked my way back up and binge watched a lot of her videos. And she commented on my owl on Instagram. I did a post review on the owl, my first Diamond Art Club painting, and she posted a comment on it. That was so nice, and I was totally fangirling. I'm like, oh my God, I love your channel. She's so cute. I mean, I love her energy. I love her laugh and her passion for diamond painting. So she's such a joy to watch. And if you haven't seen any of her videos, I highly recommend them. Before she commented on it, I was actually watching her series on her Heaven and Earth project she's working on right now, which is just so cool. But yeah, so that happened. And then Lisette, if you're listening, if you happen to watch this video, hi, you're so cute. Oh my God, fangirl. So that's what I do when I diamond paint. I generally watch other diamond painting channels, and when I first saw a whip and chat, well, first I saw the title, and I thought that they were live, and then when I hit play, I realized, no, they're just in their room talking to themselves. And, you know, at first the idea sounded weird, but as I was listening, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like, I don't know. So I started watching whip and chats, and I figured if I found them cool, and obviously other people find them cool because there's quite a few of them on YouTube, they must be popular. Why not do one myself? And so this is my second one, and I like it. It does help pass the time, and you know, it's almost like self-therapy. If you need that kind of thing, which I think we all do. So I do that. I watch other diamond painting channels, watch and listen. And then I also, my husband, if he's sitting over here with me, we watch a lot of times Hot Ones. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, it is so funny. It's basically a channel where they interview celebrities, all kinds of celebrities, tons of celebrities, and they eat hot wings while they're doing the interview, and they each get 10 wings, the interviewer and the celebrity, and they start with the least hot and work their way up to the most hot. And I think it's called the Scoville scale. They'll tell you what the Scoville scale is as they eat the wing. So they usually just take one bite, And the interviewer just keeps asking questions, and he's really good at interviewing these people. I mean, he knows his stuff. He definitely does a lot of research. He actually shocks the celebrities. They're like, how did you know that? And oh my God, did I even talk about that? It's so funny. He's very thorough, and he asks very intelligent and, you know, mind-provoking, thought-provoking questions. So it's really, you know, enjoying. It's funny because, you know, as it gets hotter, sometimes, majority of the time, it gets difficult for the celebrity, and their reactions to the heat and the pain is funny, but also, you know, the questions he asks in the actual interview is very entertaining in itself too. So we really enjoy that. And it doesn't take a lot of concentration, which, you know, if you're concentrating on this, then it's not like you can be in a drama, watching a drama and watching the show and making sure you're getting every, you know, the actor's facial expressions and body language and stuff. You know, you can look up and you know, nonchalantly watch it, I would say. So I find that a lot of fun. That is fun to me. You know what? I'm going to make sure this is recording because I've done this before. Yes, I am. Okay. So I watch that a lot when I'm doing this. If I had enough of watching unboxings and whipping chats and post reviews and stuff. And I just started watching Joe Rogan yesterday. And I'm currently in the middle of his interview with Elon Musk, which I don't know a lot about Elon Musk. And so honestly, other than the fact that, you know, he's like a super genius, created the Tesla, and, you know, all that, I don't know a whole lot about him. And so this was my first, you know, time seeing him, and like even a photo of him. I can honestly say I didn't even know what he looked like. And he's definitely different. Definitely different. They joked about him being a robot, and then he joked about him being Elon Musk himself joked about that he was an alien. And I'm like, I could see that. Like, I don't want to say he's strange or weird, but like, you can see him thinking prior to everything he says, which is cool. I mean, but like, I don't know, thinking on a different level. The way he talks, his mannerisms, I'm like, he could totally play Beta from Star Trek and like do a really good job. So, and I'm not saying that as a negative. I'm just saying he's definitely different, and he thinks on a different level for sure. You can see that. So that's been a very interesting interview. He's talking about how, you know, he thinks artificial intelligence is advancing too quickly, and that, you know, it could take over. At least that's what I mean, sometimes I'm like, what is he even talking about? But that's what I was getting out of the interview. And, you know, that was kind of creepy. I don't know if anyone's ever seen on Netflix Black Mirror, because if you haven't, it's not like a series where you need to watch episode 1 to understand 2 and so forth, so on and so forth. It's literally each episode is its own individual story, and a lot of the story is about artificial intelligence, and it is really good and weird and creepy and scary all at the same time. I highly recommend watching that if you're into that kind of stuff. But yeah, really kind of creeped me out, because you could see a lot of the shows like that happening in the future, and that's the stuff that scares me. You know, when you watch a movie that's a scary movie that you know is not possible, that's one thing, but a scary movie where you could see that happening, that's a whole different kind of scary. But that's kind of like what I wonder if Elon Musk had seen that series or not, because it kind of touches on what he was talking about, how they need to regulate and have regulations for artificial intelligence, because it's growing too quickly, and it could, be harmful to society. So found that fascinating and scary all at the same time. So I've been watching pretty much those two things. I thought about trying to watch. I'm trying to get through One Piece, which is an anime, but I've been watching the Japanese version, and so you have to read that. So I thought about maybe trying the English version, but I'm attached to the characters' voices in the Japanese version, so I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. And then sometimes I just listen to music. I don't know. What do you guys do when you work on your paintings? Do you talk to yourselves? So this is the third attempt at a whipping chat in the past 2 days, I would say, that I've had, because I tried, was it yesterday? I guess I tried yesterday, and maybe it was the day before, I don't know. And my husband came home right when I just set the camera up and pressed record, and I played a little clip on my Instagram, where I'm like, oh, I was gonna do a whip and chat, but I'm not gonna do it with people home. And he says, do you want me to leave? I just thought that was so funny and cute. I mean, obviously he didn't mean it. He was just joking with me. And I'm like, yes, get out. I want to talk to myself. But no, I just avoided that. Then I did record for a little bit, because I was just going to do a time lapse and post that on IG. But I never did that. I never did that either. But as you can see, I'm single placing, and it probably seems very tedious the way I'm doing it. Moving the tray back and forth. I like using the big tray. I was using this small gray one next to me. I don't even know. This drill has a hole in it. Sometimes, you know how sometimes you don't realize until you put it on? Yeah. Where'd it go? So, I was using this one. I don't mind it. I don't like the funnel part, because they do fall out when I'm shaking it sometimes. And so what I do is I use this usually to work, and then when I'm done, I will put these in the gray tray and put them back in their container. It's probably very not efficient. And so that's why after 5 days, this is where I'm at on my painting. But that's okay. I'm honestly, I don't know. Like, I wanted multi-place, because it's like you kind of want to get through these canvases, right? So you could start another one, because there's just so many I want to do. But then you kind of don't. You want to enjoy it and just take your time. It's like kind of both at once, right? So I'm like, well, I'll probably venture out to multi-placing eventually. Right now, I keep doing the checkerboard. Even on the rounds, I've been doing the checkerboard. I really like doing the checkerboard with the squares. And I do find that clicking, I don't know, satisfying. But even with the rounds, I do the checkerboard when I have a big space like this. And basically, what is everyone? Good morning. Or good afternoon. That's my daughter. She's doing a Randal Spangler too. I did the unboxing, and this is how much she's gotten done. I don't know if you can see that. She's doing really, really good, and she's really enjoying it. And she is not a wimp. She's a multi-person. So there you go. You don't have to be an expert to do it. You can be a beginner. I'm enjoying this for now. But I'm just gonna finish up this little corner here and then get on with my day. Like, I have to go food shopping, and I want to get my nails done because I have to work this weekend. And honestly, I can't stand my nails this long. You can see how much they've grown out. And it's so annoying when you're trying to type on the computer, because I'm a nurse, so you know I have to document. And also, the longer they get, you know, the more risk you have of them breaking, and like breaking below the quick and causing pain and injury. And so I just want to get them done. I need to do that today. And I have to go to the gym, and I need to go pick up some food for the weekend. And then the rest of the time this evening will be on diamond painting. Let's see how far I can get before my weekend of work. I'm hoping that I can get through tonight. You guys are gonna be like, at the snail pace you're working? I don't think so, but I'm hoping to do another whole row. So I already have the release paper out. I love it. I love the release paper. I don't do the whole canvas. I just do one row at a time. And I actually don't pull off a whole sheet and like do a whole sheet. I pull off the furthest one and I move over and expose a little, then I move it over again, and then I take it off, and then I do it with the next one. And that just works for me, because if you, it's kind of like, you know, if you looked at a book with all the pages open, it would seem daunting. But if you just, you know, you look at the book one page at a time, and then every time you finish a chapter, you feel like you've accomplished something. That's kind of like how I guess, look at diamond painting. So every time I move it over, that's a page. This is a page, and when I finish a row, it's a chapter. And then I don't feel overwhelmed. So I do love this Elizabeth Ward. I love this. So I actually bought two, and I'm so glad I did, because I ended up taking a lot of these little ones. I think almost all of them out of the other one. And because I had a lot of colors that just had a little bit in them, and I wanted to try to get it all in one storage system. And this has 53 colors, so there's 53 containers in here right now. I ended up buying on Amazon 2 more sets of these. They're 12 in a pack, so I got another 24 set of these, and I'm going to kit up my Chuck Pinson for the Chuck Along in my other one. So I was actually thinking about buying an empty tray for anything that's left over, because they actually do sell the actual tray without any of these containers in it for a lot cheaper. But I don't know. we'll see. And it is so, last night, I went to work for 4 hours. I picked up 4-hour overtime, and I joked to my daughter, I'm like, I have to go to work now. I picked up overtime so I can buy more diamond paintings. My husband's like, you picked up overtime to pay for the one you already bought. But he was joking. Like, and I was laughing. I did buy 2 more last night. And at the rate I go, you're probably thinking like, okay, and when do you think you're gonna get all these done? I don't know. Like, I want to do them all. So, oh, that has a hole in it. But, you know, this is what I do on my free time, on my days off. When I get the cleaning done and everything. I like to do that in the morning. I wake up and I get all my chores done, and then I shower and everything, so then I can, well, first, honestly, I do a little bit of this with my first cup of coffee, just to wake up, unwind, and enjoy my morning. And then when I get busy, I start doing all the other things so that I can just sit down for the rest of the day and not have to worry about anything. So that's how I kind of set my mornings and afternoons up. And hopefully, I was, honestly, this is very ambitious of me, because what day, what's today? The 25th, right? So what, we have 3 more days of February before March 1st, the truck along, and I work the next 2 days. I was hoping to get this done before I started my Chuck Pinson, but yeah, that's not going to happen. It would be a miracle if that happened. But anyway, so I'm so excited for this Chuck Pinson. I actually have this is from Mr. and Mrs. I think Dubé, and on her Instagram, she has a spreadsheet of all of the events, and I took them and I put them actually in my planner so I can try to figure out which events I want to do. Man, March has so many good ones. It was really hard to decide, but so the reason why I chose the Chuck Pinson was because I am so new to art. I didn't really have an appreciation for art, and so coming into this, I have no idea what my style is. And when I first started looking at diamond paintings and trying to figure out what I wanted to work on, I was really drawn to the landscapes. So I thought, oh, that's what I'm probably going to do the most of. And I wanted like all the landscapes. And the reason why I picked the Catching Dreams Chuck Pinson is because it had the sailboat and like the sunset that reminded me of my father. So I bought it. Well, then after I bought it, I kind of felt like I didn't know if I wanted to do it. And then I was like, oh, I shouldn't have bought that one. And when I heard about the Chuck Along, I got excited about it again. And then when I unboxed it, I got really excited about it because it's so bright. The canvas is so bright. It was like all yellows and oranges. It just was very bright. But when you looked at the drills, you know, there was a lot of green and browns and, you know, a lot of very rich colors. And I thought, this is gonna look gorgeous. Like, you kind of know, and that's another reason why I really am having so much fun with this. It's because you look at the picture and you kind of know what it's gonna look like, but you have really no idea what it's going to look like, because look how rich these colors are compared to just the symbols. So like as it develops, it is just so fascinating to me. And so when I look at that Chuck Pinson without any of the drills on it, I'm like, wow, this is going to be gorgeous. I can't wait. So even though I really want to do a Josephine Wall, my heart is set on the Chuck Pinson, the Chuck Along. So I'm going to do that. And then there's the Mermaids and Magic. That one looked like fun. If I were to do that, I mean, this would have qualified for that, right? Dragons and everything. But, you know, I had to have something to do this week. And then that looked like fun. But or Mermaids and Magic. Mermaids and Magic. I would have wanted to do a Harry Potter, which I don't even have any, because Diamond Art Club was out of the two that I wanted, which was the Hogwarts Castle, and then the Harry Potter versus Voldemort, which just looks phenomenal. Oh my God. I so want to do that one. Crazy. I mean, it literally looks like the photo. I cannot even get over it. But I also just realized that I do want the movie poster, Sorcerer's Stone. So that is one that I can order, because I know that is in stock. So I'm probably going to order that one next week. I bought too many paintings the past couple weeks. And yeah, we just need more time, huh? To do this. But see how I'm doing the checkerboard? I know, pretty. This is not very efficient, but this is relaxing for me. Oops. This is relaxing for, how many people do that? You think you have a drill on your pen and you go to place nothing down? That one has concave back. Okay. I do that so often, like right now. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna, do you see this 3-placer? That's the one that I tried on my owl in the black, and I didn't really like how it was coming out. But I will try it again. And I don't know yet the difference between the thick and the thin. I would have to get all of my multi-placers out and just put them all against each other and see if I have two different kinds to compare. Because right now, if I were to guess, I would say this is a thick. But I have no idea. And I heard the thin ones are easier to work with. But I don't know. And then, this is my first one with using the AB drills, the Aurora Borealis drills. And I did place my first few of them when I'm finished up these last, I don't know, 10 drills or whatever, I'll show you. But I did get to use the blue, just a few of the blue and some of the green. And it's crazy because you can't really see on video or photo so much as you can in real life the huge difference those drills make. I mean, it really does make a huge difference. So I know it looks pretty shiny already, but let me turn this off. And I like to use the light pad. So there's some of the green in here. So this is the dragon's eyes. Oh, I missed a couple. I hope I missed them. I hope they didn't pop off. I want to get that roller thing. And then in this book, which even though it's green on green, you can really see the book design. The design on the book is in the ABs. I don't know if you can see. I will say, and then here's a couple of blue. So I will say that the colors are just so gorgeous. I love it. Love it so much. So my goal, my ambitious goal, is to be done this next row by the end of it today. I don't know if it's possible. We will see. I do have a lot to do today. So I am going to get going and start my day so that when I post my progress pic on Instagram, maybe it will be this row. We shall see. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope your day is productive. I hope you get some diamond painting in and you enjoy it. And thanks for watching. Peace.